Hello. This is not gonna be edited. I don't feel like doing that. But I wanted to ramble because I feel like it's real for a second. So I just got back from a run, if you can't tell. Today's the October, like 2nd, I think. The race is in like 3 weeks, blah blah blah, TLDR. It's been a rough couple of weeks, the last 3. I'm not gonna lie, I've been getting my ass handed to me, and yeah, so it's like today I was supposed to do 20. Last week I was supposed to do like a 10K, just kind of like trying to like run really fast and whatnot. And then the week before was supposed to be 20. And that week, so like that first week of 20, I'll show you like how did I do it. Basically like the week, like 5 days before was the half, the DC half, so I was already like beat or whatever. So I was already ambitious to like try and do that Friday, whatever. But basically, oh my god, the last 3 weekend runs, weekday runs, whatever it is, have been like not a fail. I'm not gonna put it that way, but just not happening today. How about? So like I only did 14 today. Then like the last week I was supposed to do 10K, like I got through like 4, and then I was like, I'm absolutely cooked. Week before I still ended up doing 17, but like I didn't really want to. I kind of wanted to stop at 13, but I was like too far away from home, so whatever. So that's that. It's been a little bit tough. More so, I don't know. I just need sleep and recovery properly. I haven't really been doing sleep, at least. And I probably haven't. Oh, my mic's over here. Sorry. And I haven't really. I probably haven't been eating well enough either, which is definitely a problem as well. But so at least I know what to do for like moving forward. But yeah, it's been. I don't know. Is this too close? I don't know if it's too close. It's been tough. Long story short. But I'm trying not to let it affect me too much and not like get in my head, whatever. Which I don't think it is really, but it is a little bit frustrating. Coming into it, I mentally felt like ready to like redeem myself from the last 2 weeks and like get one more good run in before I start to like taper down, which I'm already tapering down now at this point. So you know, in that regard, it's a little frustrating to start off pretty strong, and then like I think it was around like, I don't know, 10ish or so, I was like, this is not happening. Like the way I described it is like my legs feel deflated is the word that I landed on. So like every step just felt like had nothing springing back from it. I don't know if you can see me, but so I was like, you know what, like it's just not worth, like both the last 3 weeks it's been like it's just not worth it to like pound through this and like beat my already broken body up more and whatnot. So that's that, I guess. Again, I'm not bothered, just frustrated, but not like oh my god, I'm so frustrated, you know, like I'm just kind of it's just what it is, I guess. It's part of the training, which kind of reminds me of a conversation I was having with someone, I don't know, last week I think, or 2 weeks ago. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week. I like met some people who were also doing the Marine Corps, and one was asking me about like, because obviously it came up like, oh, like how does, like, oh, if you've done an ultra, like what's 26, you know? It's like, and I had originally thought the same too. I was like, you know, like it's just half of it. It can't be like how hard can it be? Not that it isn't hard, you know, but like I kind of like, you know, it's, if I've done this, like this is, you know, not too bad. But then I was explaining to him, I was like, no, it's like, if anything, this is kind of harder than an ultra. And I've definitely seen that take before online. Sidebar. I got a new water baggie because my other one had a hole in it again. So yeah, I got this today, came in today, not sponsored, first time using it. It was pretty cool, pretty nice. It's got an insulated tube. I feel like I'm running an ad segment. It's got an insulated tube, so it keeps your drink warm, or it keeps it from like freezing in the cold and keeps it cold-ish, I guess. I don't know, I didn't really notice that, so that's that. The other thing that's kind of cool about it actually, while I'm here showing you this, there's like on this, I don't know if you can see it, if it's focused either. There's like this thingy right here that like controls when you like go to drink. You can like move it and somehow, yeah, like this. And that like, one of these directions is like no water flow, and then like a little bit more, and then like full water flow, you know, so that's kind of cool. Let me empty this. But yeah, I was telling him, I was like, I feel like this regular marathon business is like a lot harder than an ultra, because you're like kind of just going the whole time and like no stop, like mostly full speed. Like obviously you gotta pace it a little bit, but like you're kind of just like pushing the whole time. Whereas if in an ultra, it's like walking is almost like part of it, and like kind of stopping is like part of it, you know. It's more of just kind of like you keep going for the whole time, rather than how fast can you go for this short burst of distance. So in that regard, it's harder. Anyways, back to the ad segment. The issue that I was having with the other water thingy was like the holes in it. So I was trying to really find get Reddit reviews of a water bag that didn't have like leaks or whatever. So this is one that I landed on. It's Hydra Pack. It's 2 liters. What else is cool about this? This thingy is like built into it. Which way does it go? This way. It comes off, and like this thing's attached, so I don't have to like have an extra piece lying around. There's like a handle, I guess, for grabbing, for holding it, I don't know. But the thing that I'm really didn't even notice is there's a handle down here, which means I can hang this to dry. And that's the greatest thing, because the other one doesn't have that. I had to balance it, but I gotta find a spot to put this. So yeah, that's that. I think I saw online too, someone was like, yeah, like I like wash mine and like turn it inside out to like dry. That's kind of crazy to me, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it worked well for this first run, and that's that. Just not an ad. What's the thing? I don't know. Just a good product. It looked like it was $50, but whatever. Had to. Because I'm also going hiking this weekend, so like I needed another bag for water. So anyways, that's that. While we're here, and while you're with me, I'm gonna roll out and stretch and shit, and so you can watch me roll out too. Oh god. Maybe put something underneath this. Something like that, right? Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to. I'm doing this one take because the last 2 videos that I've put out, or 3, I don't know how many I've done. The biking one took like a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Oh, and then the and then the bread one took a minute. Yeah, so I don't feel like doing any editing or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna be one big ramble. I also this week went back to gymnastics. I was peer pressured by Sophia. That's what I've been telling everyone, which is like mostly true. But yeah, we went to an open gym yesterday and on Monday, and I can still do stuff, which is pretty cool. Not as well as it used to be, and it does not feel as good as it used to be, but you know, good to know, I guess. I don't know what I do. So I did like, oh my god, I did some power track yesterday. Did some back twisting. Oh yeah, I got a cut somewhere. I did some pommel horse and all of that, which is, and some P-bars, and I'm sore. But yeah, I've been telling like Sophia and like some other people who have asked like, oh, like why did you, like, what brought you back to gymnastics, or like have you been looking to do more gymnastics again, or like wanting to get back into it? And like, I think my short answer that like I'd say like 70% thought through was like, I was, in my head, I was like pretty content with like closing off gymnastics after college and being like only going back into a gym to either like just watch and spectate and like, or being like a judge or a coach or something like that, and like never like really doing something again. And I was like content with that and being like, you know what, like I've done this for like 20 years, like I don't need to do more, like I'm good. And then Sophie was like, we should go to an open gym. I was like, I mean, sure, like maybe, I don't know, whatever. I think it's been like talked about, or we've been talking about it for like a while, or she's been talking about it, I don't know. We've been talking about it for a while. Finally pulled the plug on it and did it, and now I'm like, I don't know, like, not that I'm not excited about it, like it's cool to be doing stuff again, and like kind of in a more casual setting. I think, and I said this to Marsh, I was like, I wasn't expecting to be back in it so soon, and I'm just trying to like process the fact that like I had anticipated like never going back in to like do something, and now it's only been like a year and a half, and here I am back in doing something. So yeah, that's that. Today's route, I'm jumping around, I'm sorry. So my plan today was to like, I mapped out I was gonna do like a dry run of the race, you know, like, so I mapped out the course, like the route for the Marine Corps, blah blah blah. I was like, I'm gonna do like a 20 worth of like pretty much following along the course, like exactly how it's gonna be. And I tried to work around, cause like some of the roads like could get closed off and stuff, so like I couldn't necessarily go on those roads today, basically. So I was like, had to do some workarounds, and I made like the map, GPS, whatever, like, I don't know, not yesterday, but like a couple days ago, and I forgot about it. So like I'm like following the directions from my Koros watch, not sponsored, but I just like it. And like I'm following along, and I'm like, okay, I go right here, go left here, whatever. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I know what the map looks like on the map, like where I'm supposed to go. So like, if you're familiar with the area, I think you go like up Langston Boulevard, heading west, and then you go like onto like George Washington Parkway, and you come back down towards the Key Bridge, and then you go over the Key Bridge into Georgetown or something like that. But like obviously I can't run on George Washington Parkway because it's like a freeway basically. So for some reason I must have like mapped out like something very close that like paralleled it, and I ended up in like this like 2 miles worth of trail running out of nowhere, and I was just like, what the at first I was like, oh, maybe this is like a little intermediate and it's gonna like dump off into somewhere else, and then it just kept going, and then all of a sudden it's like, not even that they're like, it's not even that there was like a trail, there was like a trail like barely, there was barely a trail to begin with, and then it was also like this like 10% trail disappears into like, now it's just a river crossing with like rocks and shit, to like no clear direction of where the trail goes now, and then you keep going again, and then all of a sudden it's like there's a huge cliff drop off, and there's like a tree just like falling across the whole trail, and like a waterfall. I swear this sounds like he's making shit up, but like, oh Jesus Christ. There was like so much, I was like, there's no way this is, because like the whole time I was like, I did not realize like that I'm probably supposed to be like that. I didn't realize that like the direction that I was going on race day will probably be on the road that parallels the trail that I was on, but like I mapped it out on this trail. I forgot that I probably made this choice to get around it, you know what I mean? So like this whole time I'm like, I think this, in my head I'm like, this is the path that we're gonna be taking on the road, on the race. This is the path that we're gonna take on the race. And then all of a sudden like I'm on this trail, I'm like, hey, this is right. And then like all of a sudden it's like, you know, less than me wide of a trail, and like brush that's like this close, and I'm like, there's no way this is right. And I'm like, where am I then? Because I had no idea where I was. I'm just like, yeah, the directions keep saying this way, and then all of a sudden it's like 2 more miles still, and then I'm like outside of this trail, brush, whatever. So yeah, that was a fun adventure, but I think that also took like a lot of my brain power and just like drained it, because like I was focusing a lot on not rolling my ankles and like falling off these drop offs to my side, so that like didn't really help my situation. Oh, jeez. What else is going on? I've been, so what is this? This is October. We got like 3 weeks until the race. Yeah, this is like kind of my taper now. Like today was supposed to be my last big one, and then I taper now, which I definitely need like the rest, so I'm not like complaining about it. But yeah, I've been like, I don't know, like physically pushing it, but like mentally, like I've been busy at work, so it's been like a lot of, I'm like drained when I come back, or I'll like pull up to a 20 miler on the docket, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like tired as shit, and I don't really feel like I can't didn't like dig deep and like be able to do that. But whatever. Is this still recording? I hope it is. Yeah, it is. All right. Hold on. I'm done with it. Beep, 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 beep. Alright, there we go. I gotta have my drinkies. For my milk for my joints. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. What else is going on? I started reading again. Oh, let me get it. Hold on. So, a year ago, I got this book in Japan to like practice reading. It's called Our Blue Sky. For my few Japanese watchers out there, if you read it, let me know. 日本語でどうやって読んだことあるから読んだことがあったら教えてくれ。But yeah, I've been like trying to slowly read through it again, and like I'm like I'm dead ass like 2 pages in, because it like takes so long, because like I don't know a lot of these words, so I have to like look all of them up. But like I need to practice reading, and like it's so hard to read this way. Oh my god, I hate it. Like I'd be fine if it went like right to left this way, but going down, why did we do this? Why? Nande. But yeah, I'm like 2 pages in and I don't know what's going on. I have like the slightest gist of what's happening, but I don't see where it's going. But it's been my recent project to work on it, because I don't feel like reading the other books that I have that I bought that I was like, oh, I want to read these. And I don't want to read them, but I'm slowly reading more books. That's been the goal for this year. A goal, at least. But yeah, I don't want to bore you any longer because I got nothing else to add other than yeah, that's I think that's it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just trying to be real and keep the training real, because it's tough, I guess. I don't know. Then I never said it was gonna be easy. So yeah, training's not easy, I guess. Before I leave, I did notice if there was one good thing that I can take away from today, it was that my heart rate was never. For the most part, it was in like 140s, which is for me a good, like a decent, like, okay, that's not too bad. Despite the fact that even though I was going at like a mid 9 and my legs felt like rocks, I would have thought like it would be like 160 plus, but it was not. So I was like, okay, good to know. I just need fresh legs. Easier said, but yeah. So yeah, I'll see you next time I do something. Bye.